Cheers AoE family, it's your princess. If you want to know how the Signet ring system works, which rings you can pair with which heroes, and how to use your materials and money efficiently, you have to watch this video. Especially free-to-play low and mid spenders will be happy to know my tips and tricks and get out the maximum value. Stay tuned! Welcome to my new video, and we are already close to 1000 subscribers, so please, if you want to support me, subscribe to my channel and turn on the bell notification. I would appreciate it a lot. On day 28 and milestone number 15, the Signet ring system unlocks in Age of Empires Mobile, and you can start crafting rings. The only requirement is that your Citadel reached level 18, which is pretty easy even if you are a free-to-play player. When we look into the store section, here you can start crafting your rings, and in my today's video I have super important tips for free-to-play low and mid spenders, how you do it the most efficient way. And I have also a guide for you which ring you can pair with which hero to get out the best value. So how does this event works? You need basically hammers to craft the rings over here. And when you use the hammers to craft, you can get random rewards from a pool, and they have a different drop rate. Whenever you use your hammers, you can get some fine gold, silver sand, and copper sand. This one you use to upgrade your rings. But you can also get the jeweler's marks, and that is the currency you need to buy the rings. How you can get these hammers and how you can min-max to get out the best of it, I will explain later in the video. Your marks you can use in the jewelry collection, and here you can buy different rings. You have golden rings, purple rings, and blue rings. And it is important to mention that you can buy each ring one time. You cannot buy a ring two times. It is only available once. The rings are equipment for your heroes and give them different buff effects. And when the ring system opens for you in the game, you can get 2 blue rings for free. The only thing you have to do is to tap here where the ring is placed, and that time you open a challenge quest and you get the first ring. Then you have to equip it on the hero and you get a second ring. So you get one ring which increases the gathering speed, and you get another ring which deals might damage to enemy troops, which you can basically equip on any might hero. These 2 rings are totally for free, so don't miss out to get them early in the game. To get your rings, you will need a lot of hammers to craft over here to get the currency that you can buy your rings over here. You see already the prices. The blue rings cost 200 marks each, the purple rings cost 600 marks each, and the legendary rings, they have some different prices, so you have to check out. There are some rings for 1.6k marks, and then there are some which will cost you 4k of that marks here. It is very, very expensive, so you want to get as much hammers as possible. And there are different ways you can get that hammers. The first possibility is that the game gives you every 24 hours 1 free hammer to craft. And you see here the cooldown, so make sure the moment that event opens for you that you directly use your free hammer and do that every 24 hours. The second possibility is you can buy hammers in the VIP store, up to 20 hammers each week. It is important to say that you need to be VIP level 5, so as a free-to-play it gets a little bit tricky, but the moment you reached VIP 5 you can get 20 hammers each week, and I would really recommend you to buy them. It is 500 Empire coins each hammer, so it is 10k Empire points per week, but they are good invested because that hammers are very hard to get in the game. If you want to spend some money on rings, you can do that over Planching Hammer here. There are different packs which has a different value. and they refresh every day. And I made a little bit a calculation for you that you can see over here. It is the same again, that the lower price packs have a better value. So you see here the $1, $2, and $3 pack have the value of $1 per hammer, and the higher the packs goes, the more expensive it is. At a $150 pack, it is already $2 per hammer. So these packs refresh every day. So when you make your plan how much you wanna buy in future, think about it wisely. I would always go for the good value ones because they refresh by time every day. And additional, watch out for the pop-ups because they have the best value ever. For example, that $5 pack, there you get 10 hammers. So it is 50 cents per hammer. That is the cheapest option to get it, and maybe there are coming more pop-ups. This is the euro price for the European players. It is a little bit more expensive. I just do it in the dollar prices because the people mostly understand it easier. And there is also the option that you can go via the official purchase platform of Age of Empires Mobile, Midas Buy. I made a video out about it. I will link it here in the info card if you want to check out. There you can save some additional money as well. I really hope they add some additional events in future where we can get these hammers. And what is also important to know, here you have some extras you get when you use your hammers over here. And that are craft rewards where you get extra values. When you craft 30 times a week, you get 100 marks extra. When you craft 100 times a week, you get 200 marks extra. When you craft 300 times, you get 300 marks, and so on, and it goes up to 1,400 crafts a week, and then you get 600 additional marks. So if you get that event like us during the week, make sure you make your calculation how many you want to go, and always try to reach here the extra craft rewards. Don't miss out on that. Maybe if you're free to play, always calculate it out that you can reach the 30 a week. Maybe either skip a week and get next week the 100 extra marks because you don't want to miss out on that. And for the mid spenders, they can look about if they want to go to 100 or 300 or whatever. Even the whales should keep in mind that these are the extra rewards. For example, you don't want to craft 1,350 times a week and miss out because of 50 less crafting, the extra rewards of 600 marks. So always keep that in mind when you do your crafting. Before we go into the rings hero pairings, I want to give you a general advice. I would really recommend you use legendary purple and blue rings. And not only use legendary rings, because that can become very expensive. We have that special items to upgrade your rings, and the fine gold is for the legendary rings, the silver sand is for the epic rings, and the copper sand is for the rare rings. So you want to max out that and use that to upgrade other rings as well. So go for some mixed rings in your lineups and you profit out the most and can upgrade all your rings. Every ring has specific buffs and a unique skill that makes your hero so more powerful. And you see here the buffs you get is the troops attack and troops defense. And when we click over here, you can see the more you up level your ring, the higher is the extra buff you get here. And for the skill, we can click on details. Here you can also hit the button max effects. That is what you get extra when you have up-leveled your ring to the maximum. And that's why we want to look now at the different rings we have and with which hero we can pair them the best. And a big thanks to our leader of the Boa family, Ryder, because he did so much research and played in the beta and made an incredible guide for the rings, what I will share with you now. And you can make screenshot of every ring. I always made a little summary that you can take easy screenshots over here, which will also include hero suggestions for each ring. The rings of Hyacinth increases the hero XP, and it is a good ring for leveling your heroes faster, but it is really not needed. It would probably be worth it to grab and level it down the road, but it can be used at level 1 for the 5.75% XP bonus. I would not spend my upgrade items on this, especially as free-to-play, as you will need it for more important rings, but it is worth it to pick up for the long run and to level up future heroes. The Ring of Iris increases the hero's critical strike rate, and this ring could be good for a free-to-play who is running a critical lineup match. Heroes you could use it on would be Lubo and Guan Yu. The Ring of Lily recovers your troops unit, and it is a good support on a strategy lineup match. Heroes you could use it would be Theodora, Justinian the Great, Cleopatra, and Seondog. The Ring of Daisy has the skill that after launching a normal attack deals might damage to the enemy troop, and this ring is good for any double attack march lineup. Heroes could be Rani, Mulan, Attila, Bellevue, Josephine, and Lubu. The Ring of Clover has a 50% chance to reduce your troops' damage taken by 5.75% for 3 seconds every 6 seconds. And when we look what is the maximum, you can reduce your troops' damage taken by 25% for 3 seconds every 6 seconds. And that is really a huge buff. This ring is very versatile, allowing you to wear it on who you prefer, making it the best blue ring in the game you could buy. Especially for free-to-play, it's a very cheap ring and you should get it and upgrade it early and put it on your most powerful hero. The Ring of Boar increases the damage to your troops' passive skills by 8.82% when your troops' units fall below 60%. And that even goes up when you're at a maximum to 42%. The ring is very good for a warrior pikeman march lineup, and heroes it can be used on would be Richard, Leonidas, Boudica, and Joan of Arc. The Ring of Cross deals 11.55 might, strategy, and armor from the enemy commander, and this can go up to 55. This ring would be good for a low/mid spender who can't make it to the legendary rings yet. This would go with a strategy lineup march on a support hero. Heroes would be Theodora, Justinian the Great, Cleopatra, and Seondog. The Ring of the Falcon grants one of the following effects every 9 seconds. First one recovers your troop units, second reduces your troops' damage taken. And here you can also see how the numbers are when you have it maxed. This ring would be good for a turn-based march lineup, and heroes where you could use this ring would be Octavian, Ram, or Julius. The Ring of Deer is very powerful because it reduces a random enemy's hero's damage and increase one of your own hero's damage. And when we look at the maximum effect, when you have it completely up-leveled, that is huge numbers over here, reduce enemy heroes' damage by 22% and increase one of your heroes' damage by 22%. That is insane. And this ring is very versatile, allowing you to wear it on which hero you prefer. A DPS lineup would make the most sense, and it is really the best epic ring you could buy. The Lofty Mountain Ring has a skill for the first 18 seconds after entering battle, reduces your troops' might damage taken. After 18 seconds, increases your hero's damage. And here you can also see the percentages when you have that ring maxed. This ring is good for a warrior pikeman march lineup, and heroes could be Richard, Leonidas, Boudica, and Joan of Arc. For the Tranquil Water Ring, I will directly jump into the maximum of the skill that you can see for the first 18 seconds after entering battle, reduces your troops' damage taken by 40%. This is really a huge buff, and this one is one of the cheaper legendary rings for 1.6k marks. This ring is one of the best legendary rings you can buy, and it's very versatile, allowing you to wear it on whoever you prefer. The Azure Moon Ring enters charging state after 3 seconds, deals massive strategy damage to the enemy troop, and when we look at the maximum effect over here, you see 480% strategy bonus. This ring is very good, but can only be worn by 2 heroes in the game currently due to the charging state. If you are making a march with any of those heroes, this ring would be a good choice for them. And the heroes are Sun Tzu and Suleiman. The Scared Sage ring has the effect that all your heroes cannot use active skills, but it increases the turn-based skill damage and healing effects. And also here you can see the maximum over here. It increases the turn-based skills damage by 55% and the healing effect by 55% as well. This ring can only be used on turn-based heroes. It's a heavy investment, but if you are building a turn-based march lineup, this would be your best choice. Heroes could be Octavian, Ram, or Julius. The Radiant Guardian ring is very powerful, and when we look at the max skill, it increases the hero's secondary strike skill activation chance by 5% every 6 seconds and has a 100% chance to gain double attack for 3 seconds. This ring is currently the best in the game as you can use it with any double attack march lineup. It also gives you the best value at the lowest level, giving you a 40% chance to double attack at level 1 and a 100% chance at max level. Heroes you can use it would be Rani, Mulan, Attila, Bellevue, Josephine, Lubu, Guan Yu, and Hannibal. The Skyward Knight ring reduces the hero's damage dealt and increases your commander's damage and their signature active skills activation chance. And here you can see when you have it at maximum. The ring is good for those who are running the VIP hero setup. This ring would be used on a support hero that will buff Miyamoto, so heroes could be Tribuana, King Derek, or Constantine. The Everflame Wings ring, we will look directly at the maximum skills over here. It inflicts the burn effect on the enemy troop every 9 seconds, dealing strategy damage every second, damage rate 12.5%, increases the enemy troop's strategy damage taken by 5%, and has a 30% chance to also inflict the silence effect. That means unable to activate commander skill and active skill for 3 seconds. This ring is the best for the Suleiman lineup, so the hero which you will use it would be Suleiman. When we look at the Lord of the Eastern Heavens ring and go to the max skill over here, it reduces the damage of all your heroes' active skills by 25%, but increases the damage of their normals attack by 100%, only if you have the ring maxed. This ring is still being tested, but will most likely be a very good ring for Lubu. You could also pair it with Mulan, so the heroes are Lubu and Mulan. Let's look at the Scorching Flame ring and the skill when it is maxed. When your commander uses a commander skill, increases all your heroes' might by 22% for 9 seconds. This ring is still being tested, but will most likely be a good choice for Lubu or Miyamoto. This ring could also go on any hero with a low skill cooldown. You also get a passive buff of commander DPS. Heroes could be Lubu and Miyamoto. I hope my Signet ring system guide helped you out a little bit, and if you enjoyed my tips and tricks, please drop a like on the video and let me know in the comments below if you have some additional advices, especially for the rings hero pairings. I'm super interested what the community thinks. If you have some additional suggestions and thoughts, please let me know below the video. Till the next time, I wish you a beautiful day, happy gaming, and much love, your princess.